Yeah, excuse me, I'm just checking my area. Yeah, it's just one of those things that you live here, this apartment, you have to make sure everything is by. They in your business, they out of your business. Um, gotta make sure everything's spotless and clean, cause they will write it up, boy. I tell you. I just want to take you a tour of my inside of my apartment and just let you know that how clean it is. And it's just it got me for a little bit of the stove because it was a little little debris, but it's not nothing really major. But they just like it gotta be spotless, clean and shit, you know. And it's just that it's just some things that just it's just ridiculous, man. I mean, but you see, my apartment is clean. There's no there's everything is clean. Everything's set up. There's no debris on the floor. Swept the floor and everything. And this is one of the things you have to go through when you get low income and a low income building. Just make sure your apartment is clean, thoroughly clean, not just half clean, not 3/4 clean, because they'll get you for something. If you try to, like, if you have a little manifestation problem from a neighbor or something like that, you might not want to get no ant traps, because here in this apartment complex, you put ant traps down, they'll write you up for it. They will write you up for it. If you uh, have ant traps and trying to, because that's the way of saying you trying to, that's against the lease policy lease. So if they have to get an exterminator to come in and check your place, then who knows if they feel it's your cause, then they bill you whatever. If they, even though it could, and it might not even be your fault, it might have been something that you picked up from somewhere else, or it could be another neighbor or something like that. So my advice is, if you come to Columbus, get you an apartment complex that's not going to put you in a lot of duress. They're good up on their maintenance. And if you're low income, if you can get a house with a pretty decent landlord, I would suggest you do that, because it's just that some of these people is just they overbearing with their tactics, and that's why in some cases why some people move out. You'll get a few tenants that don't want to, to pay the rent. A few of them might cause a little disturbance, but overall, it's not really a bad place to live here. Overall, but it's just that this owner just kind of go overboard on some things, and this complex was known in Apartment Review not because of it was just because of the management. Believe it or not, it was because of the management, and it was the crime. A lot of people gave it low reviews or whatever, but they so-called trying to clean it up at the same time. They're stickler about things. I mean, just they punish the good people who don't cause problems with their neighbors or cause a lot of noise or whatever. They just got to be. They're a prick to everybody out here. That's. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They're just a prick to everybody. The manager. She's a real. What's the word I like to describe it? Piece of work. They say. So if you come to Columbus, Ohio, watch where you rent. It could be a good thing, and it could be a bad thing. It could be a thing where you can get a landlord that don't fix nothing, and it's a scummy landlord, or you got a landlord that's just they so overbearing with things. If you do this, they charge you $50. You do this, they charge you $100. They do this, it's just so it's like damn, it don't make you can't touch a damn thing in here. You're like, damn. Well, I might as well, It's just that it's like a freaking prison more than the freaking having a tenant, and stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it lies to someone extremely abusing property or something like that. I mean, it's just some things that's just ridiculous. It really is, and it's just I don't understand what is with the extreme here. And it's just that it's gonna be funny because it's gonna kind of one day it's gonna backfire because it's gonna. And they constantly always try to get people to live here, and then when people get here, they find out how the way they roll things. They don't stay here too long. I already seen a list in an apartment review, and it's believe me, it's not good as far as where I live at. It's not a good. It usually if you like each owner complex, management owner complex, there's a rating here like they do across the country. And if your apartment building go over 4.5 or whatever, it's considered crap. And that means, as far as management, dealing with maintenance, and the maintenance is fine. It's just the management, man, and the way the owners do things here. It's like they got to be a butthole to everybody. Even the people who do pay their rent and don't cause no problems, and then they just. And people luck up and get up out of here, So the main thing, if you do come here in this complex, my advice is get your credit straightened out. If you got low income, and basically get up out of here. If you see this complex, I can't say the name because that could be that could be slanders. But I just want to let you know, man. That's if you come to Columbus, be aware of Ohio, be aware of where you live and what apartment complex community where you at. And it's just that it's just really something else, man. I mean, they sneak up on you, And I mean, I understand that they got to come in and fix the when I first moved here, man, because they moved us from that building over there, because they had to redo all the buildings. When I first moved here, not within a month, they already coming in here and checking my filter. It's like, dang, the filter ain't even been able to get no dust on the filter. I mean, it's just like they got come in your apartment. It's like, come in your apartment. And I think that's their way of legally seeing if someone lived there with you or someone ain't supposed to be there with you. But they try to stay within the law of it, whatever. That's why I said they over policing, what I call over policing their property. And so, they over police their property too much. Inside, and I'm not talking about outside, inside. I mean, it's like, damn, you think you in a foreign country somewhere, like North Korea, some damn way, the way they run shit, man. Damn. I mean, damn, they gotta figure out who in there and which, I mean, it's just some things is like, dang, I mean, some things you can just kind of let up on. I mean, that's how I feel. You don't necessarily have to be a prick. I mean, there's times you have to lay down the law. If someone doing some destructive behavior or whatever, then I can understand if they tearing up your property or something, they causing problems or something like that. Oh, I understand, because I've been to places where landlords had to go through something like that. But some stuff is just unbelievable what they do, man. It's just unbelievable that they allow themselves to do that stuff, man. It's crazy. So that's all, it's just, so that's my advice. If you come to Columbus, Ohio, or any city, check out, number one, check out the area. If you can make a conversation with somebody that will make conversation with you, ask them about how the area is like. What is the crime rate? How's the management? How's the maintenance? And just things like that. Just get a good overall view, and do it on the weekend. So when you go by a place on the weekend, you could tell it tells the whole story. If it's got trash all out on the way, people. There's certain signs you'll be able to see when you looking for a new apartment out there. So that's what I've noticed that so my name is James, and I'm gonna about to cut this because I know that my battery's getting low. It keeps showing it keeps going lower, but if it does go out, I'll let you know. But yeah, if you come to any city like Columbus, Ohio, or any bigger city, the number one thing I would suggest is basically uh, just watch where you live at, man, and so you can have a peace of mind. And peace of mind, like these days, costs you more money. To live in a decent area and have a peace of mind where you don't have some landlord roguing up on you every doggone month and stuff like that. And it's just that it's ridiculous. Some things it's just really crazy, man. It's just they don't give you time. And as you see, because I guess that these doors are new, but they don't want nothing on the doors and right here, and but it's just that they act like I don't know. You would think it's like some expensive condos or something like that. Like, yeah, dog, man. It's just some things. It's just ridiculous. The way that it's overbearing, and it could be So that's my advice. If get an apartment, no matter if you're 20, 50, 60 to 80, whatever your age bracket is. If you're a cool person that don't cause no problems and pay your rent on time, pay your rent, because like most places, they'll put you out down here, man. They don't play with that stuff down. They'll put you out. They will put you out down here. They love doing that, and so I would suggest, yeah, find you a nice place. Basically, that's it. As far as apartment complexes, and keep your credit up. Definitely keep your credit up. If you do a start off apartment, even if it's a good start off apartment, make sure you're in a decent area so you don't have to worry about someone breaking in your car or your apartment. And that's another thing, is to make sure that you stay in the area where your car is not getting broken into and things like that. Because it's just some people are trifling like that. They'll break in your apartment. They'll break in your car. They don't care. They don't care what they do and how they do it. And sometimes some landlords, they don't give a shit. Excuse my language, but they don't care. It's all about, as long as they get their money, they're all right. That's how the way it goes. And like I said, I see why a lot of people are out there choose to sleep under a bridge in the car, because it's like, it's the stressful things that you got to go through living in a place and paying somebody rent. No matter how much you pay, it's just the stress of it. And then one thing about being on low income is that once they do that inspection, whatever, then they send you a copy of your letter stating that how stating what you need to clean up and all that stuff. There's just a lot of bogus stuff, man. There's a lot of. So if you can get your credit straightened out, that's the main thing. Get your credit straightened out. And make you find you a decent job that make you some good money, that you can afford a place that will rent to you, that is really really reasonable. I would say do it. If you want to go that route. But try to find a decent neighborhood, because but where I live at is they real nitpicky. They nitpick about things and say this is a violation, and it could be something. It could be a decoration. It's a violation. Don't put something on the door. It's a violation. Don't put something near the door. It's a violation. Don't put no emblem on. It's a violation. It's like, God, dog, man. That's why I said, man. So So I'll just give you forewarning if you come to Columbus, Ohio, man. Watch where you live at, and then you gotta watch some areas, because the side of town, like you don't like the Linden area, the Franklinton area, lower part of Franklinton area. You don't want to go to when you come here because you have a lot of crackheads and drunks and stuff on that side of town. As far as the inner city, like if you go out east around Maine, Livingston areas, you gotta be watchful where you go around there. There's a lot of crazy activity down there near Lockbourne and different areas like that. Over there, this is one area over near Eastland Mall. Is an area over there that's kind of bad. So you have to be very, very careful. Very careful when you come. I wish somebody would have told me this, man, when when I first moved to Columbus. I wish I came to a place like YouTube or something, because it really does. That should be some good info. So that would save a lot of people their time, their money on where to live at, so they have a good idea. So they don't get a surprise when they get there and they get the car broken into, windows busted or something, or get your apartment broken into, and they take whatever little that you have. Because most stuff that I have ain't really much of a value anyway. But and yeah, that would be my suggestion. Be careful where you go, where you live at, and that would be my advice. But anyway, my name is James and Thomas, and I just want to get this input to people out there on who's looking for an apartment in the city or any town where you go into a city or a town or secondary city or major city. Make sure that you check the area. Check on like apartment.com or something like that. Check on the reviews and everything. See how if it's a good complex, is it quality maintenance, is it a lot of bed bugs, is it a lot of crime, is the manager shitty, have a crappy attitude towards people, all that. Taking all that when you're looking for your next place out there, because it really, really does matter. It really, if you want sound mind, whatever, that plays a major part of the sound mind, because they really, 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 there's something else about things. They just of course, like most places, they want security in first month's rent. So you just save a substantial